If we don't get Adam's face reveal in Volume 6, I swear. How about this? Here, what would you guys be more upset about? If we don't get Adam's face in Volume 6, or if we get nothing on Silver Eyes? Silver Eyes? Really? So what you're saying is if we get something on Silver Eyes, you guys would be fine with not getting Adam's face reveal? Completely fine? Oh, okay. So here's a question that I have. Because I'm usually like... I'm always curious why certain things upset certain people in the fandom. Like, I understand, like, there are some things like... It usually comes down to expectations, like, oh, they didn't do what I thought they were gonna do, or, you know, a character didn't turn out the way that I thought they'd turn out, which, that's fine. If it comes down to, like, a personal preference that didn't end up happening. But, like, what do you guys want, like, how do I word this? So we know about the Silver Eyes, but, like, in terms of details, like, what is it that you want to know about the Silver Eyes that would satisfy you, is what I'm trying to ask. I don't know how to word it in a way that makes sense, but like, I feel like it's so crazy that so many people want to know about it, but I'm always curious to be like, what is it about the Silver Eyes that piques your curiosity so much? The only two times she's used it in a... The two times she's used it was when she was under, like, emotional stress. Like, Pyrrha dying and witnessing what was going to be Jean's death had they not triggered. See, the problem with me, right, and I'm not gonna say it's really a problem. I guess from a YouTuber's perspective, like someone who makes content on RWBY, I don't care when we get answers. Like, it's really crazy, like, me personally, like, I feel like not a lot of people would respond the same way. But for me, I don't care when they answer the question of the Silver Eyes, as long as they answer the question of the Silver Eyes before the show ends. And I know that that's not, like, a lot of people don't have that same level of patience, and I don't expect them to. That's why, for me, I don't really ham up, like, oh my god, I can't believe it's been 5 volumes, it's been 3 volumes since Ruby's used her Silver Eyes, and we know nothing about it. Or even Summer Rose, like, I'm not an idiot. I know they're gonna talk about that stuff, so I don't really waste my energy complaining about it or wondering why they haven't done it yet, because I know they will do it, you know, and I just know that everyone doesn't think that way or doesn't react that way. You know, that's a personal thing, because like me, my mom's the most impatient person I've ever met in my entire life. She's gotten a lot better with having patience as she gets older and as her kids grow up, but growing up, my mom was so impatient. Like, it pissed me off how impatient she was, but that in a way made me the most patient person that I know. So that's why, like, when I see people like complaining about stuff, I'm just like why? Like, just let nature run its course. But that's just me. That, like I said, that's a complete me thing, and I know fully well that not everyone's gonna think that way, and some people want stuff now, or when, you know, people don't want to be strung along, or whatever the case might be. So that's why you will really never hear me complain about Adam's face reveal, or Neo when she coming back, or the Silver Eyes, or, you know, shit like that. It's just because I know it's gonna come at some point. I feel like there is a chance that Miles and Carrie will be pressured by the fans to, like, get shit out because people are so vocal about it. Do you think the criticism on Volume 4 and 5 is fair based on the several videos about it? Fair isn't the right word. If people have concerns or issues and they want to express that, I don't think there's anything wrong with critiquing something that you think could be better. And I feel like there are people out there who feel like RWBY's perfect and feel like you shouldn't say anything bad about the show or anything about the show that contradicts what's already happened. I don't think the criticism that RWBY has is unfair. It's just criticism. It's all about how you want. People are gonna complain about shit no matter what, whether you like it or not. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Now, there's definitely a difference between critiquing and just talking shit. And I feel like there are some people who insult under the guise of critique. You know, they're like, oh, it doesn't matter how I say something. If it's right, then it doesn't matter if I sound like an asshole saying it. I don't think that's cool, right? I don't think saying, like, Miles and Carrie are fucking dumbasses and the RWBY are lazy pieces of shit who don't know how to make a show. I don't think that that's cool. And I'm not saying people specifically say that. I'm just using that as, like, that's hyperbole, obviously. But even if you're right, like, why would you say something like that? I almost feel like people throw decency out the door when it comes to shit that they feel strongly about, which I don't think is cool. Like, if you wouldn't say those things to the person directly, like, to their face, I don't think it should be any different if it's in a video but because it's online, that's the wall that people have. Like, I don't mean this like in every case, but I do feel like a lot of times when shit like that happens, I feel like people don't think they're talking to another person. I feel like people think they're talking to like a target of their frustration or their anger. I really don't think people realize that they're talking to people, like to other like people who have feelings and will respond to what's being said about them. I honestly feel that. I feel like that's what technology's done to people. It might also be because like I just don't speak ill of people. Like I don't think I've ever really been the type of person to be like, fuck that person, or I hate this person. Like, it's really not in my nature to be that way.